He cut down a sacred tree and was never seen again. Thomas Grant Hadwin was born into a logging family in British Columbia, eventually becoming a logging engineer himself. In January of 1997, he took a trip to the Queen Charlotte Islands and purchased a chainsaw. From there, he tracked down a tree which was known as the golden spruce and considered sacred by the Haida people. Using his chainsaw, he made a series of several deep cuts into the tree. The tree fell just 2 days later. Now, why would he do such a thing? According to him, it was a protest against the logging industry, and he had also been showing signs of mental decline. He then left the island and proceeded to send out a fax to media claiming responsibility for the act. As you can imagine, he was soon arrested. He was released on bail but ordered to return to the island to stand trial in February. And that is where the real mystery begins. As the country was outraged by his actions, he feared taking a plane or ferry back to the island, instead taking his own kayak. He departed on February 11th from Prince Rupert, only to return a day later due to a nasty storm. He departed once again on February 13th and was spotted a day later in his kayak, and then was never seen again. He never showed up in court and was never heard from again. About 4 months later, his empty kayak and a bunch of his gear were discovered on an uninhabited island northwest of Prince Rupert. Now, he was considered an expert in wilderness survival, so a lot of people assume he faked his own death to avoid standing trial and disappeared. Others think due to his extreme actions, maybe he was murdered. It's also possible that the weather proved to be too much and he drowned on his journey. But to this day, he has never been found and has never been heard from again.